Bravo, Vernon, beautiful. How did that feel to you?
Okay.
It felt okay? I felt like you were pretty passionate and really into it. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, I feel like me.
Okay, good. So what I want to work on is, see, you're looking at me right now in the Zoom, and your posture is really lovely. But then as soon as you start singing, you instantly crook the neck out, and you're turning your back up. Do you see this? And so the vocal mechanism lives here. So if I do like this, I'm lifting everything and creating tension.
So just
So I
like
want to
this. I've been told that a million times.
You've been told this a million times? Cool. I'm gonna give you and everybody else 2 exercises. We're gonna do these together. Everybody stand up. Let me get, sorry, let me get okay. So these are 2 very simple things that all of us can do. And so what I want you to do is, I just want you to inhale your arms up into mountain pose. Exhale, bring your arms down to your side. Good. Let's check our feet for a second. So make sure that your feet are solid into the ground and that the balls of your feet feel really flexible and open. Can you wiggle your toes? Give you some yoga wiggle toes. Then inhale and come up on your tiptoes so you really feel that grounding. Exhale and move down your heels. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. It does feel good. Exhale. Good. Now let's do that mountain pose one more time. Inhale those arms up. And I want you to just feel where your body is there, everybody. Turn to the side and just see if you can feel like you're hanging from some monkey bars. The back of yourself. And turn back forward toward me, Vernon, so you can see the arms down to your side. Beautiful. Now let's start this. Here in this. Massaging this way, like up and down, massaging up and down. Good. Can you keep doing that while you're singing? And don't let your head fall back into your hand. All right?
Into my what?
Don't let your head fall back into your hand. Keep everything moving forward and feeling a freedom going forward. Okay? Yeah, well, I loved that. How did that feel?
Tense.
I'm sorry?
Tense.
It felt tense?
Yes.
So let's see if we can figure that out a little more. Open your legs into a wider stance. And I'm just going to have you kind of lean forward and massage with 2 hands and sing as though you're looking down to the floor. Ready?
Am I singing it wrong the whole time?
No, yeah, keep moving, but your sound is...
This way. It sounds beautiful. Keep going now. Right there. I want feedback from the audience, because boy, that sounded amazing. So students, can you be really specific with Vernon about what went well, what went better here?
Rich and deep, baby.
Yes.
That
Rich,
space and
open.
resonance with, like, when you were doing that, like, it's that there was just so much more space and so much more resonance. It was like right away.
Yeah, it sounded like the sound was just flowing out of you. It wasn't getting stuck in there.
Yeah.
So it usually sounds like it's stuck.
A little bit. It kind of
Somewhat.
sounded like you were holding it back a little bit, so it kind of sounded a little bit more tense than what you just did because it opened up a little bit more of your spacing, so it can resonate a little bit more.
We can only hear it from comparison.
For me, for
perfection of fluidity of sound.
Yeah.
And it was big and robust and on pitch, and I loved it. I just,
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Now let's do it again, but this time about halfway through, come back up so that you wean yourself from this feeling. And this is for everybody here, so that you can try this in a practice room, find that release, and then we're able to find that release standing as well.
Do you want me to do the whole song or just go to the amor?
No, just to the amor is great.
Okay.
and also, Vernon, the tempo is not going faster.
So maybe slow.
Well, however tempo you wanted to do it, right? But as you started singing, I'm pulling this out of my thumb, Olga, don't you think that as he was discovering this instrument, intuitively, the idea was that all of a sudden he started trying to move the phrases faster?
Yeah.
You don't want that. Okay.
What do you think about, I think that's what just occurred.
What? Sorry. Excuse me.
So I'm just asking him to see if he can continue to do what you've asked him to do because it so worked.
And
then
keep the tempo.
And he wants to move the tempo, I think.
Yeah, for me, I just want the freedom of the voice first.
Great.
The freedom of the instrument.
So,
And then,
great.
and however it is that he can find that, because there's a gorgeous sound that comes out at us when you go, but then you get a little tight.
Yes.
So if you get forward a little bit and feel that release in your neck. So it was like before you were doing this, Vernon, you're singing this. Then like this, you said, well, that feels tense. So then I was like, okay, let's try this.